Hey guys, Alaha here. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. And if you're an existing subscriber, how you doing? Welcome back. Thanks for joining me. So today I'm a bride. I'm so excited to finally bring you guys a bridal makeup tutorial. You guys have requested this probably a million times and I've never gotten a chance to film it. But a couple weeks ago, I received the Soft Glam palette and my sister-in-law was over at my house. She's getting married in September and she was telling me how she heard that the Soft Glam palette is like the ultimate bridal palette. And I was like, that's an excellent idea. I should film a bridal tutorial using this eyeshadow palette. I've been meaning to film a bridal tutorial for so long and this kind of motivated me to do so. I'm so sorry I've been away for a couple of weeks. I had guests over. It was my sister's baby shower, and then right when I sat down to film a couple of days ago, my HDMI cable broke and I couldn't see what I was doing. I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and order a new cable so it could be here in time so I can film a tutorial and start fresh for this upcoming week. So although this look for me is soft glam, for some of you this might be full glam, so please don't come for me in the comments. Remember, I'm used to like the whole shebang, extra dramatic lashes, and so I toned it down a notch for my bridal tutorial. So if you guys want to learn how to get this look, please keep watching. But before we get started, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and turn on the bell notifications so you guys are notified every time I upload a new video. And with that being said, let's jump right on into this bridal tutorial. Okay, feels so good to be back to filming because it's been so long since I last filmed, and I'm sorry about that. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure my skin is really hydrated. I'm gonna use my Kiehl's Daily Reviving Concentrate, and I'm just gonna take a couple of drops of this and put it onto my face. It's so important that your skin is nice and hydrated because you don't wanna look cakey or anything like that. I'm gonna take this down to my neck as well. Next, I'll be going in with my Versali Unicorn Essence Primer and just taking a couple of drops of this as well and rubbing it into my face. I missed a step. I meant to do this right after my moisturizer, but it completely slipped my mind, and that's okay. I'm gonna go in with my Kiehl's Avocado Under Eye Cream. It's a creamy eye treatment, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit of this to my under eyes. And that's because I don't want it to be cracky or for it to flake or anything underneath my eyes. And just gently massage this into your under eye area and take it in and rub over that ocular bone. Just give that a minute to settle into your eyes and you'll feel like the surge of moisture. I'm just gonna take a sip of my coffee until. Next, I'll be going in with my CoverGirl Vitalist Go Glow Luminizing Lotion. And this is gonna give you a nice healthy glow on your face. It's gonna kind of shine through from beneath your makeup. I'm totally doing this the Instagram way. Ooh. I'm just gonna use a damp beauty blender to blend that all out. Call me crazy, but this smells like rice. It's making me hungry. You guys see what a healthy glow this gives you? It's gonna look super pretty in photos. So now that the skin feels nice, glowy, healthy, refreshed, hydrated, we can move on and go into our foundation. Today I'll be going in with my Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. This is in the shade number 5. This is a waterproof longwear foundation. It is so important for every single bride's base to be fully waterproof because I cried in my wedding, my friends cried in their weddings, You're gonna cry in your wedding if you are an emotional person. If you handle tears well and you don't cry that often and you don't cry when you're emotional, good for you. I wish I could be like that, but I'm like a big crybaby, so I cry at every single wedding. I'm that girl in the corner crying and tearing up and acting like my lashes are making my eyes tear up because I'm just an emotional person. I even cry during sad movies. I cry when I see something sad. I cry when I watch the news, which is why I don't watch the news. I'm just a big crybaby, okay? So we're gonna go in with this foundation here. I absolutely love this foundation. It photographs beautifully and it stays on all day long. Like, I've went swimming with this foundation before and it did not come off my face. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that onto the back of my hand, just like 2 pumps. And instead of applying this foundation with my beauty blender, I'm gonna use my Morphe 439 brush. This brush is a little dirty because I used it this morning for something else and I didn't really feel like washing it, which is no bueno. But on your wedding day, please make sure to wash your makeup brushes like a few days beforehand because you don't want to break out throughout the night. I'm just gonna dip the brush into the foundation lightly. And using stippling motions, I'm just gonna apply this to my face. And take it down to your neck. I love how full coverage this is. And again, I'm using a stippling motion because I don't want to remove my base that I already applied. And if you kind of like swipe it around and brush it around, you will remove some of that base. Don't forget the inner corners of your eyes. And take it all the way up to your hairline. If you brides are doing your hair first, try to put like a little napkin here or something just so you don't get the foundation into your hair because this is a waterproof foundation and it's very, very hard to take out. Like, you have to use a makeup wipe and the makeup wipe can actually destroy your hair. You can even use your hand like this to kind of build a bumper along the edges of your hairline so you don't get it in your hairline. Just like that. Make sure to cover your ears as well. And down to your neck. I'm just gonna take whatever I have left on the back of my hand and just brush it down. Next, I'll be going in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Neutral, and I'm just gonna highlight and conceal my face with this. If you get oily in your T-zone, go ahead and apply this concealer to your T-zone area like I am doing here. It'll help your makeup stay on longer. Should probably take out my nose ring. Now, using my beauty blender, I'm just gonna blend this all out. And take whatever's left and apply it to your lids as your eyeshadow base. Don't do this with just any concealer because some concealers crease, but the Tarte Shape Tape doesn't crease, which is why I use it as an eye primer. Next, going in with my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, I'm just gonna set the areas that I just concealed. Remember, first smooth out the creases, and then using a powder puff, apply the powder. And you want to apply a really good amount of powder, a very generous amount. And with whatever powder's left, just set that. And smooth out these creases. And set your nose. I also want a more carved out contour, so I'm just gonna set underneath my cheekbones here. Just like that. So you should look crazy like this, and then you're just gonna leave that there for a minute while I sip on some coffee. Ain't this a damn lie? Next, I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. And this is in the shade number 2, medium. And I'm just gonna set the rest of my face with this. And I'm using, again, stippling motions. And don't forget about your neck. Now dust off that excess powder and buff everything out. If you're doing a slick hairdo like me, get one of these brushes. I swear you'll thank me later. And just use this to get rid of any powder that might have settled into your hair for now. Because powder will get everywhere. It's normal, it's cool. I'm just gonna fill in my brows off camera and I'll be right back. And now we're gonna move on to the star of the show. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam Eyeshadow Palette. Whoops, the brush just fell out. And this is the star of the show. You guys, this is an amazing palette. I've used it 3 times so far and I absolutely love it. It blends out so beautifully and it's so easy to blend. You know, some eyeshadows can be very, very difficult to blend. No matter how much you blend it, it just won't work. This one is not one of those eyeshadows. All the colors in this palette are extremely pigmented. They are very buttery, smooth. They go on beautifully, and it is now known as the ultimate bridal palette. Why? Because, I mean, look at these colors. These colors are absolutely beautiful and they would look good for any bridal look, to be honest with you. When I think bridal glam, these are the shades I think about. So the first color I'll be going in with is Orange Soda, and I'm just gonna apply this to my crease. I'll be using a Vasanti Contour Eyeshadow number 4 brush. Just gonna use this to warm up my crease a bit. And you guys will notice I didn't get rid of that translucent powder underneath my eyes because I don't want any fallout. And if there's fallout, I want to be able to just wipe it away. The next color I'll be going in with is Burnt Orange, and I'm just going to apply this right underneath Orange Soda. Next, going in with the shade Rustic, I'm just going to apply this to the outer corners, and again, I'm going to take this under that burnt orange shade. And last, I'll be taking in Cypress Umber. This is a dark matte brown, and I'm just going to apply this to the outer corners. If you want to intensify this color, you can go in with that black shade that comes in here, Noir, but I don't want it any darker than this because I'm going more for a soft glam bridal look. But if you want something a little bit more smoky, feel free to add some of that black right onto that outer corner and kind of smoke it out a bit. Next, I'm going to use the shade Bronze and Fairy. I'm going to mix these together on my fingertip, and I'm just going to apply these 2 shades to my lid. Next, going in with a small detail eyeshadow brush. This is by Veramona. It came with my Color Switch Duo. I'm just going to take the shade Glistening and apply this to my inner corners, as well as my brow bone. Next, going in with my Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. I'm just going to line my lids, and I don't want to do a thick liner, but I do want a cat liner. For my eyeliner, I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs highliner in the shade Pink of Me. I'm using a light color instead of a dark color because this will make my eyes appear bigger, and that's what we want. Now for my upper waterline, I'm going to go in with the Marc Jacobs highliner in the shade Blacker, and I'm just going to tight line my eyes with this. That way there's no gaps in that upper lash line. Now I'm going to go ahead and dust this powder off and start on my lower lash line. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Rustic and Burnt Orange, and I'm just going to apply this to my lower lash line and smoke it out. And I'm using a Sigma Short Shader E20 brush for this. Going in with that dark brown Cypress Umber shade, I'm just going to apply this to the lower lash line, but only to the outer corners. And going in with the smallest amount of that matte black shade Noir, I'm just applying a little more of this to the outer corners. Going in with that bronze shade, I'm just going to take a tiny bit of this on a flat shader brush and apply this to the inner corners. Or inner corner of my lower lash line. I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara because this is the only waterproof mascara that I currently have in my drawer, and I'm just going to apply this to my lashes. I don't need to curl my lashes because I have a keratin lash lift which naturally keeps my lashes curled, but if you don't have the lash lift, which most of you probably don't, I would use a lash curler prior to this step. If you want to keep everything natural, you can stop right here, but I'm extra AF, so I'm gonna apply false lashes, which I think everyone should for their wedding day anyway, just because no matter how beautiful your eye makeup looks, lashes can make such a big difference, especially in your pictures. You want your eyes to look awake, you want them to look bold, beautiful, bright, and the only way to do that is if you apply some falsies. You don't have to go in with anything dramatic, but to apply falsies will make a huge difference in your look, especially in your pictures. And again, applying a waterproof mascara is so important because if there are waterworks, or let's say, God forbid, it rains on your wedding day, you don't want your makeup running all the way down your face. So make sure everything you use is waterproof. Please make sure it's waterproof. The lashes I'll be going in with today are the Huda Beauty Samantha lashes. I absolutely love these lashes for a soft glam look. Make your lashes look super full and beautiful in photos. However, they're not too heavy, they're not too dramatic, and they look perfect for any bridal makeup look. Apply these lashes as close to your lash line. It shouldn't be too difficult because we do have that eyeliner to conceal the lash band. Give it a little push up. Make sure the corners are secure. Again, push it up a little. And you're good to go. I'm just taking a little bit of mascara and applying it to the tips of my false lashes. Just the tips. I don't want to brush it all the way through. You guys see what a big difference the lashes make? Okay, now I'm just going to contour my nose off camera. I do have a nose contour video, so check that out if you want to know how I did it. I'm just going to do mine off camera to save some time because I feel like this tutorial is already really long. So we're just going to cut the time a little bit. The bronzer I will be going in with today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills New Powder Bronzer in the shade Saddle. It is a beautiful bronzy color, and it's a golden bronze color, I should say. And because I'm not tan enough right now, this is the only color that will really look good on me from the collection of bronzers that she sent me. I'm just gonna use a Sigma Small Contour F05 brush to apply my bronzer and bronze up. See what a beautiful bronze this gives you? It doesn't get muddy or anything like that. I absolutely hate bronzers that get muddy. It's like the grossest thing ever. Push this into your hairline. If you have blonde hair, be very careful. And I'm also gonna contour my jawline with this. Just very lightly. So for my highlighter, I'm going in with my favorite highlighter at the moment, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. Dig into the highlighter and highlight. Do you see what a beautiful highlight this is? It's gorgeous. Just a little on my chin. Cupid's bow. Then I'm going to go in with a Sigma All Over Blend E37 brush, and I'm just going to highlight the high points of my nose, like the bridge of my nose. Tip of my nose. And this area here. Of course, this area here. Then I'm also going to use that to blend out this harsh edge. See how glowy I look? If you want to take this down a notch because you don't want to be as glowy, feel free to do so. I just want to be glowing in every single picture. Next, going in with my Bare Minerals blush. This is That Peach though. I'm just going to apply this to the apples of my cheek and blend it out. For my lips, I'm going to be going in with my MAC Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Whirl and my Huda Beauty liquid lipstick in the shade Sugar Mama. Now going in with my Huda Beauty lip strobe in the shade Ritzy, I'm just going to apply this to the center of my lips. You can leave your lips matte if you'd really like to. However, in pictures, gloss looks really, really good. Okay guys, this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. This look kind of took me down memory lane because this is the look that I did for my wedding makeup. And I'm like really like in the feels right now. So yeah, again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And please go ahead and turn on the bell notifications so you guys are notified every time I upload a new video. And if you're not following me already, please go ahead and follow me on all my other social media outlets. I have Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. All of that is at MAKEUPBYALAHA. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for staying until the very end. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!